Hello again, RoyZesch.REALTOR here with Coldwell Banker Legacy in San Angelo. Today I want to talk to you about staging your home. So when you're trying to sell your home, staging is just the process of getting your home to look like a stage, where everything looks made up and perfect, just like you want it to look. So when someone sees it, their first impression is fabulous of your house. You want to do it where it's set up this way for the pictures, for the videos, and when somebody walks in the door. You want it to be picture perfect as you can get it. So there's whole different levels of staging that you can do. From the basic level of you and I walk through the house and we look at some pieces of furniture that maybe make it look a little bit cluttered. This is very, very common. In fact, almost universal. Almost any house you can go into, and if you took out 10 or 15% of the furniture, the house would look bigger, because the more furniture's in a room, the smaller the room looks. So at the base level, that's all you're going to do. You're going to go through the house, you're going to take out the extra furniture that you don't absolutely have to have. And then the other thing to consider at this point in time is moving out family pictures. Okay, because again, when someone walks into the house, you want them to feel like, hey, this could be my home. And so, your family pictures can be a detraction from that. So and again, these are not things you have to do. They're things that might or might not even make a difference in the sale of your house, but they can very easily. So you got to clean out the real personal type pictures and put up landscapes or whatever type of stuff. And so from there you can go up the scale depending on how much money you want to spend and how into this you are. A lot of times, particularly if it's a house that's vacant, a vacant house just doesn't show as well. So one of the things people will do is stage the house. And there's levels of it. You can go rent furniture, you can rent wall decor, things like that to make the house look very nice, up to the level of having professional decorators come in and set it up and do it for you. And depending on the value of the house, that all might make sense or might not. So you just have to look at those stages of the process and determine for your house how much you can afford to spend to help it show perfectly. But don't ever forget that first impression. When someone looks at the pictures, the video online, or they come into the house, you want them to see, wow, this house is amazing. Because what happens is when they walk in that house, or even look at the pictures and get that idea that this is the house, this house is really nice, it's clean, it's crisp, it's sharp, then that gives them an impression. And from that time, they look for ways to like the house. They don't look for ways, if their first impression is negative, they spend the rest of the showing looking for reasons to not like the house. So that's not the situation you want to be in. So doing those things perfect. Now, if you're still living in the house, it gets a little more difficult because, yes, you've taken out 10% of your furniture or whatever, decluttered to make it look nicer, but you still have to live in the house. So then you go back into that we've talked about before of, making it look like it's not lived in, basically, when it is. So every time you walk out the door to go to the grocery store, to go to work, to go to school, whatever, you pick up the house and make it look spick and span so it's ready to go. It's a royal pain, quite honestly, because you never know when that showing is going to happen. You can say, hey, we'd like to have notice, and generally agents will try to make that work, but sometimes it's the buyer wants to come look right now. And so you just have to deal with these kind of things. So that's part of the process. But anyway, staging your home can be a way to just do the very basics, get a little storage building, move some of your furniture out, and make everything just tidied up a little bit and declutter a little bit. That's, again, very, very common that people will need that in their houses. Up to the level of full professional, come in with furniture and wall decor and everything else to make it look just picture perfect. And again, if you're selling a $500,000 and up house, that might be a money well spent, because you may have things happen a lot quicker in your property. So it's all up to you. It's just the decisions, the thought process that you and I need to sit down and walk through to figure out what suits you in your situation. How important is it for you to sell? How important is it for you to sell quickly, top dollar, all those things, and what are the things that your property needs? And then we make a decision to stage at whatever level suits you. Any more questions, give me a call, 325-268-0775, RoyZesch.REALTOR. Thank you.